episode 57, Trev's Hockey Show, and episode 31 of Trev TV. Let's go on both channels. I'm the Trev. You know that. If you tune in, if you're watching, it's too sweet. Anyway, this one is going on both channels because it's relevant, more or less. It is a hockey story, but I think it's also a good humor story, and story time's always great. So this is going on the main channel too. But anyway, while it is still February 28th, yeah, I'm filming late. It's been 10 years to the day since the golden goal. Now, if you follow Olympic hockey, you know what I'm talking about. For those who don't know, is the day Sid scored in overtime for Canada to win the gold medal over the States in the 2010 Vancouver Olympics. And the question came up, what were you doing? Where were you? How do you remember that moment? Well, I'm going to get into that with you. Now, if you want to hear a good story, you might want to stick around, but I think it's a good story anyway. It could humor some. I guess we'll see, right? So as mentioned, our story is on February 28th, 2010. And while a lot of everybody I knew was glued to the TV, I wasn't. I was at West Edmonton Mall. I was at Galaxyland. And if you know how loud West Edmonton Mall, much less Galaxyland, can be, amplify that, because every TV in the mall was on. And I was in the room that had no TVs. So I was listening to noise. And when we got to West Ed, I think they were just finished up the second, going into the third, or they were still in the second and the third was coming up, because we were there for a bit. Well, all day, obviously. Galaxyland, you don't leave halfway. It just happens that way. But anyway, yeah, I was in the room. Galaxyland had no TV. So I was listening to the food court, which was over here, and the rest of the mall. Apparently, everybody in the mall stopped shopping to watch the game, because when the Americans tied the game, you could hear the thunderous boo, and, oh, and the comeback story and all that stuff. So it's like, oh, okay, I think we have a game. And I didn't have a smartphone at the time, so I was kind of listening to what everybody else was saying too, and I caught wind that, yeah, it's 2-2 in the third. So, oh, interesting. So we're going overtime, most likely. And we did. Right then and there, it's like, do I want to watch this? Do I want to abandon everybody that I came with to go watch the TV? And I thought long and hard on it. I really did. And I wouldn't have thought of myself as a villain or anything if I did ditch, because I love Olympic hockey. I've always loved Olympic hockey. But against my better judgment, I stuck around. Anyway, so we get to the point now where I can tell you exactly what I was doing at that moment. I have the picture to prove it too. It's going on one of the kids' rides, the kids' roller coaster. The moment Cindy scored the gold medal goal, I was flipping off the camera that the roller coaster had, and you paid so many dollars, I think it was $5 at the time. They'll print your picture for you and what exactly you were doing. Well, here's what I was doing. And the noise that came out of the mall, or at least out of everybody in the mall, I can only imagine, and I've seen videos where what it sounded like in Vancouver. I can imagine if everybody in Vancouver was packed into West Ed, it'd have been loud, because it was loud. Everybody was cheering and screaming and singing, "We are the champions," and all that, and I was bummed. I was bummed, not so much because Canada won. That bummed me out a bit too, because Of course, I'm always going to say it was the Russians, and I felt very strongly that it should have been the Russians' year. Obviously, nobody gave Team Canada that memo. But it wasn't so much that Canada won that I was upset. It was because I lost money that I was upset. So, you win some, you lose some. But either way, since we're talking about what happened 10 years ago, that's exactly what I was doing 10 years ago. That's exactly what I did the moment Cindy scored, and yeah, that was my overall reaction. And to this day, I don't think I've ultimately learned from that lesson, because I lost money in 2014 as well. But I did win money in 2018. As undecided as I was on that final, you know. But anyway, that's what I did 10 years ago. So that was episode 57 of the Hockey Show, and that was 31 of Trev TV. I hope you dug this video. If you did, give me that thumbs up. If you want to, there's a little red button. You know what to do. Hit that thing. Stay up to date with all the content I'm putting out. I would love to get both channels up to 50, so if we can push that subscribe button, that'd be great. You can find me on Facebook at Trev's TV. You can find me on Facebook again at Trev's Trade Page. You can find me on Instagram at Rockstar Trev TV. Moving forward for both shows. Hockey Show, we're probably doing another pool video with Melissa. Probably first day of March. Well, yeah, probably first day of March. Games ended tomorrow. For the Hockey Show, or for the regular show, the Trev TV show, expect some James Bond content coming. Now that we're nearly a month away, I have to get some of my top 10s in there. I have to give some of my thoughts on the franchise up to this point, and expect some James Bond content. You've been warned. But either way, in the meantime, in between time, you're looking for more videos from the Trev. Later.